It implies that you are arrogant, a valid argument against it. Vintage t-shirt. Back to a mutual understanding. In a real debate, argument, each side has to be prepared to acknowledge if the opposite facet has good factors and be open to altering their minds. When you inform somebody you desire a debate, however, you actually simply wish to antagonize them or preach to them your mendacity once you say you wish to argue. There's this phenomenon going around proper now. The place persons are having actual bother understanding the easy indisputable fact that Republicans don't argue in good religion. They're in a cult. There isn't any worth or precept or objective they maintain outdoors of wanting their staff to be forward of individuals, not of their staff. They maintain whichever stance they should maintain in any second and flip-flop the following proper after without disgrace. Trump is actually killing them, and so they won't admit it. As a result of they've been pushed to senseless tribalism by a long time of propaganda. If COVID doesn't cope with it, then come January there may be going to be some very turbulent occasions. Arrogant, a valid argument against it. Vintage t-shirt, tank top, V-neck, sweatshirt and hoodie, sweatshirt, hoodie, V-neck, tank top. By no means arrogant, a valid argument against it. Vintage t-shirt are utterly unaware of the absurdity of their replies. They know that their remarks are frivolous, open to problems. However, they're amusing themselves, for it's their adversary who's obliged to make use of phrases responsibly since he believes in phrases. The anti-Semites have the proper to play. They even wish to play with discourse, for by giving ridiculous causes, they discredit the seriousness of their interlocutors, the enjoyment of performing in unhealthy religion, since they search to not persuade by sound argument, however to intimidate and disconcert. When you press them too carefully, they may abruptly fall silent, loftily indicating by arrogant a valid argument against it. Vintage t-shirt. Some phrase that the time for argument is previous. The paradox of tolerance states that if a society is tolerant without restriction, its capacity to be tolerant is ultimately seized or destroyed by the illiberal. Karl Popper described it because of the seemingly paradoxical concept that, with the intention to keep a tolerant society, the society has to be illiberal of intolerance. Popper expands upon this, writing, "I don't suggest, for example, that we should always at all times suppress the utterance of illiberal philosophies, so long as we will counter other products